when I entered third grade, I formed a habit of harming myself in any ways. And when I was 12, I was severely, I guess, suicidal. I was fantasizing about death and all that stuff. And last year, November, I attempted my first major suicide. I overdosed on a heavy antidepressant. And they took me to a psychiatric hospital, and in and out, I was in and out for 2 months or so, harming myself and, wow, loud music over there. Anyways, trying to kill myself and all that stuff. And they decided that my case was so severe, I had to go to a state psychiatric hospital, and there I met many crazy people. Well, I'm crazy too, but my roommate was homicidal. You guys know what homicidal means? You want to kill other people. He was from prison, so I'm like, he's homicidal, and, what are you going to do? I'm going to get killed. And, the nurses are like, well, you're suicidal, and he's homicidal, so it kind of balances things out, like, what? Well, that's great, I also knew a girl with severe OCD. Every time she would, go through a door, she would, look back, and she would step back. She would go through, and do that, 7 or 8 times, and then it was just crazy. She was like a super neat freak. And then I also knew a kid with schizophrenia. It's a disease when you hear, see, or taste things that are not actually there. And, he was my roommate for a week or two. And, every night he would wake me up and he's like, Dad. I'm like, what? Dad, there are spies out there trying to kill us. I'm like, what are you talking about? There are no spies. It's a psychiatric hospital. And he's like, there are spies. There are spies. I'm like, no. Remember last night? Yeah, nothing happened, just go back to bed, And we had therapies in groups, all day long. And between groups, I would get a little break, so I'm sorry, my accent is horrible. It's my second language, so I'm Japanese, half Japanese. Anyways, they would let me use the guitar, and I would play my song and write more songs on it. And one day, a girl sat next to me, and she said, you play the guitar very well. And I said, thank you. And she looked through my notebook, and she told me to play this song. And I said, all right, played her the song. And I guess she was really into it. She cried, and she said, thank you. And, she came back, next morning and did the same thing. Hold on. I'm gonna burp. Sorry. Water, Anyways, and it went on for 2 months or so, and then she had to go to another hospital. She gave me the phone number there, but for a week or two I was kind of busy doing my own therapy and stuff. And after that, I called the hospital. One of the nurses who answered the phone said she committed suicide, she was dead, and she was gone. And at that point, I don't know why, but she meant a lot to me, and people there meant a lot to me, although I was locked up and sort of miserable. It's not a fun place to be. And the thing is that your life is not just yours, it's everyone else's too. Whatever you do, affects everyone around you, your friends, your family, your teachers, whatever. And we don't realize that our lives are precious. Sometimes we don't need a reason for it to live. Life can be fucking beautiful sometimes. If you know someone who's about to hurt themselves, or if you are about to do that, please go onto my website, and there are a bunch of lists for websites, and you can get proper help from it. There's a bunch of phone numbers you can make, and depression, you can't do it alone. Thank you so much for coming. This song is called The Girl Who Holds the World's Pain on Her Shoulders. I can't please everyone, and I said I was sick just agreed with me, with your blue heart, but you felt so out of place. I'm not a poet, I'm not anything. I just can't sleep when you can't close your eyes. And when you're sad, I cry with your heart in my right hand, and I hide myself with your pillow, trying to remember what you were like. Wait until the time is right to pull the miles in. So wait until the time is right to pull the miles in between us. You are my ocean that never ends. You're hiding your emotions into your dark blue skin, and I will swim into your current just to feel what you feel. And I try to breathe in, but I'd rather drown it inside of you, inside of you. Wait until the time is right to pull the miles in between us. So wait until the time is right to pull the miles in between us. So wait until the time is right to pull the miles in. This is for the girl who holds the world's pain on her shoulders. And I think I'll be a poet tonight. Thank you so much. Stick around for other bands.